Let's go live. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. The day has come where one of my channels, I finally get to see that front number go up. And I just realized how big my camera is here. But yeah, one of my channels is finally with that front number up. And I tell you what, it has been way too long since I've seen that. So to celebrate the occasion, I wanted to hang out, first off, see how you're doing if you come up live or after the stream. Let me know, like, what's been your favorite content on the channel so far as we have this new milestone, answer any questions, both live and after the stream. Also, hit a question that one of my patrons asked that I was like, you know what, that's actually a really interesting idea to dive into the stream that admittedly I haven't given too much thought to. But I did give it a few minutes. So results may vary of just basically what are the 5 anime that has impacted me the most with certain wording though. And that's what kind of threw me off. I was ready and then I'm like, wait, he phrased it in a certain way though. So we're going to go into that. And then finally, hopefully have time to go through like a little trivia game that is like, we've done these before where people have made these YouTube videos where it's like, guess that character or recognize that voice or what's that anime OP or ED. We have to be very careful about those. And yet people still upload them. I don't know how, but so that's what I wanted to do today and just celebrate. That's really cool. Because again, both my channels, if you don't know, I have a gaming channel and this channel. And this has been my very passive channel. And funny enough, both of them, they've been kind of both stuck in the 38 area. Actually, I think Kibuji's at 39. Is Kibuji at 39? I can't remember. But both of them have been like, Kibuji's been stuck in the 30K area for literally years. In Westside Otaku, I managed to actually shoot this one up pretty fast, somehow. But it got to around 8,000. And when it got to 8,000, that's when it kind of like flatlined in terms of growth. So that's why I say I'm very happy today to finally see 9K. And we literally hit exactly 9K. This is not a screenshot. This is the internet and so on that I can click on stuff. And this was at like 10 short yesterday and it really scared me. So good job to the people that heard my outcry. And I'm like, hey, can we please make sure that this stream isn't just like a we're close to 9K stream, but actually at 9K? And sure enough, it's at exactly that. So anyway, but I made a presentation for you guys that I'm happy to dive into. And the thumbnail, believe it or not, Fearin will be involved in the answer to the question. What are the top 5 anime that impacted you the most or stuck with you or whatever, made a genuine impact on your life? But it's a little bit more complicated than that. But first off, really quick, hi, Stephy. Congrats on 9K. Thank you very much, madame. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for being a supporter. And shout out to the Patron fam, which, by the way, so I'm going to do something really quick here. Ooh, I just saw something for Spike's family. Can I be in creator mode? Oh, I'm not in creator mode. Shoot. Let me see if I can find this in the proper way. Bada boom, bada bing. Let me see. So, in my description here, you will find my Patreon link, which don't worry, this is not a plugin. This is not a plugin. I'm building up to something here. To which you can go to my Patreon and become potentially a member or whatever. And here, like, I don't know, I was actually editing something the other day, live streaming me editing it, so you could kind of get a sneak peek at something. I upload these podcasts, like in terms of anime, for instance. I did early thoughts on Do It Yourself and the Netflix show for Avatar. And it's just a spot that you get a bunch of other stuff and whatnot, early access to certain videos. But I'm not like, you could do this whatever level because we now have just a follow tier. It doesn't require any money. So that's why I say this is not a plugin. This is simply me, like, I want to just give you an option to get more value. Because now if you just simply follow Patreon, which I've always thought of, I'm like recently starting to think of it now as just a spot that you can follow creators and what they're doing and how they're doing it and so on. And I want to utilize Patreon as a platform like that. So with that in mind, and I should like figure out a way if I can pin this. With that in mind, and I'll pin this as like the pinned comment after the stream, we have a Discord that I'm going to put a link to now in the chat that you can join. Now, when you join it, you're not going to see everything in it. Like, this is our Patron Discord, where we call it the Kibi Crew, Geek Proud Awesome, where you're not going to see all these channels. Those are for the paid people. But there is the voice chats, the Kibi Spaces, in which we just hang out sometimes. We just vocalize. We did it the other day, and we were talking about some kind of worldly events. But literally, these are spaces, kind of like Twitter Spaces, that we are just there to voice chat. So this is not a paid thing, a sponsor or anything like that. It's just literally community features that you can join. If you just follow on Patreon, you get monthly updates on what I'm working on. You can vote on content like yesterday or the day before. People voted on what game I would play on Twitch. And you can join the Kibi Spaces, where you can literally just hang out with me in the community vocally. So that is my one housekeeping note. But in that vein, as we transition to the topic at hand, to celebrate 9K, there was somebody in there that said, Dotpot, a longtime patron, because I was asking them like, hey, what do you guys think I should do for like 9K? And he asked, I probably can't make it, so my opinion on the matter weighs less here, but I always wanted you to do another top 5 animes that really affected who you are as a person. Not just shows that you enjoyed, but shows that have had a profound impact on you and have stuck with you years after watching it. So, this was a hard list to put together for me. And I'm very curious on what your answers are to this, because he's not asking, like, what are your 5 favorite anime ever? He's asking, what are the 5 anime that really affected who you are as a person? And the thing that really, like, I had this list ready, but the other challenge of it was he asked, you know, that stuck with you years after watching it. That part of the statement, I was like, crap. He said years after watching it. There might have been something that came out this year that was like really impactful, but does that qualify? Maybe not, because it's super recent and like fresh in my mind. So I don't know. But in the meantime, for now, I'm going to share the 5 anime that have left, the biggest impact on me. So I put together a little slideshow here. That first, I want to say some shout outs. These are anime that I thought of, but I have reasons why I don't feel right putting them in my top 5. To that specific question that Dot laid out for me. One is the thumbnail of this video. Furin. But why not? You literally did a video about like how it changed your life. Okay, the video wasn't all about that. It was like the final point of the video, but it's because he said, you know, ones that stuck with you. And Furin still sticks with me. Like, it's been over for what? 2 months now? A month now? I don't know. Time flies. But it just came out. So because of that, it feels a little bit weird to say it changed who I am as a person. But it did have very meaningful things about it almost every episode, nearly every episode. That like, I have a feeling it will be one of these top 5 if you ask me this question again a couple years down the line. But it does have very, very important lessons about, like, essentially in the moment. And plus, it's a fantastic show. That's like, I'm going to think about this down the line, I'm sure. But the other one that this has been over for at least a year or two, so I think it would be eligible. Fruits Basket. The highest viewed review on my channel. The highest reviewed video, or viewed review, there we go, on my channel is Fruits Basket. And the reason I don't put it in my top 5, because, listen, Fruits Basket is like the most, it's my all-time favorite drama, first off. It's my all-time favorite anime drama. I don't think it's a perfect show. It's not like Fiorin where it's like a 10 out of 10. Easily. No, it has flaws. But that doesn't change the fact that it's my favorite drama. And it is literally all about emotional growth. And that's why I love it. I eat that stuff up. And the reason it's not in the top 5, because there's so much I took away from it and really felt and stuff, and it's still like I miss it sometimes. The reason why this is not a plugin, I'm just simply having it for reference, is because a lot of the things in it I'm kind of already aware of. Not to sound like an egoist here or whatever, but I did something many years ago, like I think almost a decade ago, called Ascension Leadership Academy. And this thing, I know I'm like covering a lot of the screen here, but this thing is like, here, I'll get rid of me. Like literally changed my life, gang. Like it is the most life-changing thing that I have ever experienced. This is not a plugin. This is literally just me saying why Fruits Basket isn't in the top 5. Because if I didn't do Ascension Leadership Academy, which was basically an emotional boot camp. That's what it was. It was an emotional boot camp that I had to face so much shit that tore me apart. If I did not do Ascension Leadership Academy, Fruits Basket would have been top 2. But because I did, Fruits Basket, to Dotpot's specific question, didn't necessarily affect who I am as a character, who I am as a person. It has great lessons. But because of Ascension Leadership Academy, it didn't, all the lessons I took from it, I kind of already felt I had experienced thanks to that. But if I didn't, it would have been in the top 2. So, with that in mind, what did make the top 5? Like this little slideshow I did. Oh, wait, where am I? There we go. I did actually attempt to rank these. Because I know for a fact what are my top 2. And I think confidently, I'm confident number 1. But the rest of these, I wasn't sure. So this is a tentative ranking of the 5 anime that like left an impact on me years after watching them, or a long time, or I feel like they actually affected who I am. First one. Oops. Your Lie in April. Did anybody see this coming? Because I never, ever talk about Your Lie in April, like, ever. The thing about this anime is I respect art. I respect craft. But most of all, I respect people being who they are. That is what's most important to me in anything, is people being who they are. And Your Lie in April isn't really about that. And it's been so long since I've watched it, which is the preface it. You know, these aren't going to be all anime that are like 5+ years old. But the thing that I remember about Your Lie in April way back when I watched it is I was just happy for somebody breaking back to who they were as a child, and figuring out who, like why they're not there, and having somebody to do that, or finding, like, there's so much about the show that, like, it made, if there's anything I took from it that affected me, it's having faith in others, having faith in yourself, and especially not letting the past change your vision of today. Change who you are today. Change what you do today. And that's what I really took from your line, April. And it's like, I need to rewatch it because admittedly it's been so long, but it stuck with me all these years. And also the music, man. The music I could listen to at any point and just feel. But yeah, show about a pianist that stopped being a pianist, but he meets a girl that's a violinist and just kind of through her starts to get back into it again. And that is something that I think a lot of people can relate to. It's just like, what did you let go? That is something you both loved and were also skilled at. And we can't let that stuff go. It's why I'm trying to find an editor today because I'm starting to get burnt out on editing. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose my passion for editing. But number 4. I don't remember. I don't remember what number 5 through 3 is, but I'm pretty sure I know. It's ReZero. Yeah, okay. ReZero is another really interesting choice that I barely talk about ReZero. It was really interesting thinking about this list because it's like, what are anime that really not only did I think it was really good and it stuck with me because I like just for certain emotional reasons, but what are anime that I really it actually made me think about myself and my life and so on. And ReZero, an isekai anime about a guy that just keeps dying and coming back. Why would that affect you? And there's a reason why Outer Wilds is my all-time favorite indie game. Outer Wilds, it's like you're stuck in this time loop of 22 minutes as you explore this solar system and try to figure out why is this event happening. And that's a whole goal of the game. And you learn more and more and more as you keep going through these loops. And the thing that I love about ReZero is it's that with people. The only way the main character Subaru can accomplish what he's trying to do is by getting to know the people in the world around him to hopefully prevent these tragic events that unfold like on him or on the people he cares about. And that is something that a lot of us and he is so human. As a character, he legit breaks, man. These deaths are not like a video game. I said Outer Wilds. Subaru, you feel he is going through so much crap. And I specifically have here the poster of season 2 because I wouldn't have put it in this list if it was just for season 1. But season 2, if you watched it, you'll know he has this moment where he gets to speak to someone and let out all this pain that he's been feeling. All of this freaking built up, oh my God. And he sees what he leaves behind when he does these resets. And that moment along with a moment that he kind of sees, I don't want to spoil it, but certain people from where he was before. I wanted to keep that vague. That episode too. I have a video about that episode. It makes you think of who you once were and what you're going to do in this moment and what can you take with you? What if you didn't, there is no reset for us. There is no reset for us. There is for Subaru. He's getting tortured, but we have no reset. So what can we do today? Season 2 especially, man. Season 2 of ReZero was something that just is going to stick with me for a while, even though I understood only half of what's going on. Number 3. This is another one that's you haven't done, you've only done 1 or 2 pieces of content on this. Kimi ni Todoke. Look, Kimi ni Todoke, I have said many times that it is, I don't know if it's my favorite romance, shoujo, whatever. I think it is, but it's hands down the cutest. But that's not why it's here on this list of what are anime that impacted you most. And the other reason I think this one, I put it so high in the list, over ReZero and over Fruits Basket even, and so on, is because this is older. Dotpot asked earlier, what's an anime that stuck with you over the years? And Kimi ni Todoke is one of those. And luckily, I got to do a rewatch of it recently and remind myself why it has. But Kimi no Todoke, the thing that I really connect with about it is the main character, Sawako. She is a girl that's like so obsessed with being helpful to other people. And she just totally does not care about like everybody seeing her as like, oh, it's the grudge girl, it's the ring girl or whatever. Because at the end of the day, as long as she's happy, she's genuinely happy. And it's like, as long as it's not cruel, she is just genuinely happy as long as other people are happy. And that is what makes her like even more compelling than freaking Toru Honda. I've always said Toru Honda and Sawako Kuronuma are like the two top like nicest girls in all of anime. But Sawako is like genuinely a person that just, it's just because of that. It's because of how much happiness she gets from other people being happy. And that's something that like, how come a lot of us don't feel that way? A lot of us barely go out of our own, like, we hardly ever go out of our own way to help other people when we say we would like to, when we maybe feel that we would like to, but I don't feel like we genuinely feel that way. But Sawako does. And also the importance of communication. That's the big thing. That's another big thing I took from the show, is because this cast of characters, oh my God, is there so much drama just because of the lack of communication. And communications, it's important. Like we got to be upfront with each other and blunt and so on. And I just, it stuck with me, man. Like, this is another show that is not a masterpiece whatsoever, but it stuck with me. Number 2, I actually was going to make this a shout out. But when I thought about it, I'm like, I think it has to be on the list. And I'm kind of surprised it's not my number 1. And maybe it should be for the reasons that Dotpot said. A show that like that stuck with you many years after watching it. And if that was the case, then this should be number 1. But I have certain reasons why I have something else. But number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is Ouran High School Host Club. I have said many times that Ouran High School Host Club is easily one of my all-time favorite animes. So, and again, this list isn't riddled. Like I'm going to spoil it right now. Number 1 is not Bleach. Number 1 is not Dragon Ball Z. Number 1 is not like my all-time favorite anime. Because there's just, my favorite anime didn't do that to me. But Ouran did. And I was questioning if it did, but you know, what I think about it, Ouran shaped so much about who I am today. And as I talk about this now, I feel like I should have it at number 1. I probably should have it at number 1, because the question also asks, like, how did it affect you? And I would say it literally is the core of every fiber of my being. Because, yeah, the show's great, but it's like every character, the whole, if I take one lesson from Ouran, I could do so many, I've done one, like lessons from anime video about Ouran, but if I took one thing away from it, it's being not just who you are, but being happy with who you are. Being happy with it is what will make you stronger. And that's what this cast does their best to do. Their club leader, Tamaki, the blonde guy, he is the one that brought them together and also helped make them, you know, accept who they are, but also just be truly authentic. And that's what makes them such a happy club. And they also want to be great hosts because of that. Because a lot of the times when you genuinely like, I don't think I'm worth it to this person. I don't think I should do or say this because they won't find it valuable. I won't, this thing that I do doesn't matter. When we assume that shit, we don't bother to live life whatsoever. We don't live life at all. But what Tamaki, the main, like the club leader, is teaching Haruhi, the girl, and he taught the rest of this club, is like, just fucking live. Just live. And when you do that, you are way stronger than you think you are. A lot of people think like strength is, it must take a lot of courage to not say that to that person. Oh, you must be really strong to be dealing with all this torment. But in reality, the strongest people are the ones that are okay with who they are. So Auron shaped me in every way. It's literally the motto of Be Geek, Be Proud, Be Awesome. It is why I am okay not making much money, even though this is a show about a bunch of rich people. I have lived my life very minimalist because at the end of the day, as long as I am doing the things that I care about most, I'm happy. But I also but I also am being the most authentic person I can be to attract the people that are going to make me feel like the happiest, because I'm not putting on a face for them. I'm not being fake for them. I'm just being me. And I know the people that accept that are going to be the true Giga Chads in my life. So yeah. So if Auron was number 2, what the hell could be number 1? As I just said that whole thing, it makes sense that Auron should be number 1, technically, especially the definition of what Dotpot's question is. But I also think of the main, like, if I summarize the question, it's like, what are the 5 anime that have impacted you the most? But also that you took away from it the most. The question was, and this is why Auron's not number 1, the question was 5 anime that really affected who you are as a person, not just shows that you really enjoyed, but shows that had a profound impact on you and have stuck with you since watching it. And when I say that, there's one show I watched a couple years ago, I think like at the end of COVID, and recently did a rewatch of. Haikyuu, ladies and gentlemen. Haikyuu is, after my rewatch, it became one of my all-time favorite anime. It did. And I don't like it more than Auron. Auron I still hold to a higher degree, and I do think Auron's a better show, like many other anime, you know. But in terms of ones that left a huge impact on me and like affected who I am and who I can be and so on and so forth, I can't think of any other anime I've seen that I took more away from than Haikyuu. And I see in the chat, Ninja's like, because that one scene, right? No, there's literally so many scenes. Like there's not one, because that was the other thing. When I was making this list, I was thinking like, oh, okay, there's that one scene from this, there's that one scene from this. But Haikyuu, there's literally, it's like everywhere in the show. Everywhere. There's so much that you can take away from it. And that's why it's like Auron literally shaped who I am as a person. So maybe that deserves to be at the top spot. But when I think of shit that like I've only recently watched it like a year or two ago. So it just barely falls in the guidelines of this question. But I can guarantee years down the line, I am going to take away so much from Haikyuu. Because even on this poster, almost every character in the show, there's something to learn from. Whether it's the idea of like, you know, failure isn't necessarily just losing, it's literally an opportunity for growth. Or you have to realize that there's no shortcuts to getting to the top. We all have to start from the bottom. Or realizing that, you know, you might have these tendencies, but if you can lean into them and realize that you're having them, you can interact with people a lot better. Or you were not passionate about this thing, but being surrounded by people that potentially are, you might actually find joy in seeing them succeed. Or realizing that other people are more talented than you, so you have to work harder to reach that spot. Or there's so much you could take away from Haikyuu. Like life lesson after life lesson. There's so much. And because of that, it's like, I think down the line, it's early on to say this, but in terms of anime that's going to literally shape who I am, Ouran is easily like, it deserves to be there currently. But I feel like later on in life, I'm going to have to remember Haikyuu when I'm having these moments of doubt or these moments of failure or these moments that I'm not good enough. There's a big moment of a character in like the latest season that he's just like, I don't have time to look down like that. There's so many people that sulk and believe this is it. I can't go any farther than this. Anime always encourage like, oh, break through your limits. But Haikyuu, it's not about breaking through your limits. It's about raising what those limits are. That's literally it. It's not about breaking your limits and sending yourself to the freaking hospital. It's about knowing your limits and raising that bar every day, however you can, instead of becoming complacent with who you are. Ouran teaches you to be very proud of who you are and love who you are. And Haikyuu, it's like that, but also knowing that you still have room to grow. No matter how peak we are, we always have room to grow. And that's why freaking Haikyuu is, I like, gun to my head, I put at the top of my list for anime that really left a very profound impact on me and will for many years to come. So anyway, that's my list. That's my ramble. Hello. Welcome to welcome to Westside Otaku. Again, just to recap of the list, if you're just joining, my shout outs were Furin and Fruits Basket. Furin because it's while it's going to probably have that impact on me years down the line, I feel like it's too new for me to say currently. And Fruits Basket because I just feel like everything I learned and gained from that show, I had already gained from a emotional boot camp leadership training I went through. Number 5 was Your Lie in April, just to be willing to dive into your past, to get reacquainted with the things that you love. And number 4, ReZero, I think is just because of how human this character is, going through a very video game-like premise, but the importance of getting to know people in order to succeed. Number 3, Kimi ni Todoke, just figuring out how to live life being so genuinely happy off of the success of others, or being genuinely happy off of others' happiness. Number 2, Ouran High School Host Club. Literally where my motto, Be Geek, Be Proud, Be Awesome came from, and just literally being able to love yourself and owning the stuff that you love and being who you are, and you could attract that life. It's literally where Be Geek, Be Proud, Be Awesome came from. They never say in the show, but it's kind of the same thing. And number 1, Haikyuu, for just growth, and being so motivated to grow that sometimes it can hurt, but you want to do it. So those are my 5 most impactful. And I realize I did this presentation. I made this whole presentation and I forgot to put something. I forgot to put something in the shout outs, and I'm going to do it like right here now. Because there is a shout out that I did a video essay on. Agresco. That should be here. Oh, I know I'm covering the thingy, but yeah, Agresco should be in the shout outs. I forgot to put it there, but yeah, if you haven't watched Agresco, that didn't really, I'm going to think about it years down the line. I don't know if it would be in the top 5, but I did a whole video essay on why. It's full of spoilers. But yeah, don't underestimate Agresco. That's another good one too. But yeah, those are anime that had a very profound impact on me. As we reached 9K, and I see folks in the chat. I was watching the chat, but I was trying to, just in case I port that over as a video, I wanted to keep on going. But thank you very much for the congratulations. We are now at 9K subs. And who knows, maybe during this stream we could see it go to 9,001, because it's literally at exactly 9,000 right now. So, but if anybody's not subscribed to Westside Otaku, you should do that. So we're going to hit a trivia game in a moment. But before that, is there, let me look at the comments here, because I was going on for a while. I like seeing the reactions too. I was kind of peeking on the side. I should just say, yeah, the interesting choice. I'm just looking at the chat now. Just had no idea what to rank Oron. Hi, Ninja. See, Ninja, I don't even consider Oron in the shoujo area. I mean, it is, but it takes a while for it to get there. At least genuinely. Frosty Jax, hi Jax. Heard nothing but amazing things about Haikyuu. I will watch it soon. Yeah, man. I will give a warning about Haikyuu. It is the most binge-worthy anime I have ever seen in my life. No question. Because this isn't me speaking about the impact part of it. This is me more so speaking about what the anime is, because it's about a volleyball team. I'm not even into volleyball, but I'll tell you what, when these dudes are in a match at a tournament, oh my God. It is so hard to stop watching. I watched the fourth season when it was airing. That was a terrible decision. Like that's right when I started watching it. And when the fourth season was coming out and I would watch it week by week, I hated that shit. It was so no. Let Haikyuu. Well, Haikyuu's actually wrapping up with movies, so you don't have to worry about it now. So yeah, go watch Haikyuu. It's all out. And if you want to watch the rest, then you have to go to the theaters. I'm gonna go at the end of the month, so I'm very excited about that, to watch the freaking match at the scrapyard or whatever it's called. Supertone, what's it about? Yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, it's about a volleyball high school team that, like, they were once underdogs. They were once like a very powerhouse team of, like, you know, Japan, but then they kind of fell and became a very like underdog kind of a thing. So it's kind of got that like rising up story too, of like, we were once notorious, but over the years, as we lost members and our coach and everything, now we're just kind of another school. So it's like, as these new first years come in, they're like, they have another chance at potentially becoming that powerhouse school again. And yeah, there's just so much growth as they try to become, as they literally just play volleyball. They're not only trying to win volleyball, but they're literally, I love the phrase that one of the characters say, I want to keep playing. And I'm almost getting choked up as I say that. Like, literally, without the you don't know the context. But there's a couple characters that literally, they just want to win the match because they want to keep playing. They don't want this to end because they love the game so much. They love the game so much. And when people lose, you feel it, man. When the characters lose, even like the enemy teams, there's no like bad guys in the show. You feel for every team playing and how much they genuinely love the sport. So when any side loses, it sucks because you feel for those people, man. Anyway, Jared Sam I've had on my list for years. I'm talking about that one scene. I mean, there's a lot of scenes that made me cry. There's a lot of scenes that made me cry in that show. Najera, my professor said it best. You're never a master. You learn continue, I'm assuming, to grow each day. And there's always something to learn. There is. That's basically the core of the show. There's a character that like they're known for a certain thing, but they try to do something else because they see the potential opportunity in it. A lot of people would argue, you know, like specialize in one thing, which is good advice, but who knows what taking a step back or trying something else might, like, maybe it'll trigger something in you. Anyways, this kind of became like a self-help stream, which I love. Like, that's why I love the question. But yeah, it's really cool that we reached 9K subs. I'm super happy about that. I'm going to try to find a little trivia game. Admittedly, I didn't do it beforehand. Today, I've been kind of just going and going and going. Let me see. I'm worried about doing a guess the anime OP or anything. I'm hoping like just soundtrack, but I want to see if we can guess certain anime song. I'm hoping songs. Like, I don't want the OPs and the EDs and shenanigans, because I think there's joy in like recognizing OST. Ooh, I do see one. OST. This is OST. And folks, I want to plug in again. If you are, there's some people in this chat, i.e. Ninja Air, Steffi, that are patrons, to which feel free to do that if you want to support the content and make more happen. Totally fine if you don't. Don't worry about it. Your time is valuable to me. But I also was saying earlier that I now have free tiers. If all you need to do is just go to Patreon in the link description. No price, no money. This is not a plugin to pay you or anything. It is simply me letting you know more value. Where you could get KibiCasts from me, where I might be reviewing an anime that I didn't do a video about, and you can request that too, maybe. There's polls to influence maybe something I'm watching or what I'm playing on Twitch, or maybe a stream idea like this one. There's monthly briefings where I will let you know the stuff that I'm kind of working on and maybe some things going on in the future. But especially, I'm going to put a link in the chat right now to our Discord, where this is a place that when you join, you're not going to see all of the channels here, but you will be able to see the Kibi spaces. And these are spots that you can literally chat with me in the community vocally. Because I personally love when people are actually vocally chatting with each other and getting to know each other. Because texting, it takes a while. You have to scroll up and bullshit. And I want to encourage us to actually like vocally connect with each other live. So if you want to chat with me, literally like voice chat with me and other people, join that Discord. And maybe lurk in those if you're like playing a game or doing something brainless or something. Yeah. But anyway. With that in mind, let's try out this anime OST quiz. And I want to see if you guys can get it as we play. Like, I'm going to go for it, and I want to see if you guys can do it too. And I'm out of breath from that whole thing, but let's see it. Okay, they're just starting off right away. Okay, so I guess, so this is not anime OP and ED. A lot of people say, well, that's all I can guess. Let's see if you actually listen to anime. And I hope we don't get a copyright strike. I bet you we will. But then again, how do people upload this? How do they upload this? Anyway, thank you for the congratulations, Ninja. I was telling people earlier, too, one last thing, as I kind of recapping a lot of the things from the start of the stream. I'm really happy about reaching 9K here because this has been my passive channel. But also, it feels like Samurai Kibiji and Westside Otaku, my gaming and anime channels, they kind of got stuck in terms of the subscriber count. Samurai Kibiji has been in the 30K area for ages. And Westside Otaku, it grew pretty decently fast since starting, but around like 7,500 to 8,000 is when it kind of plateaued. So I really am so happy. Like, it's been a while since I've gotten a scene for either channel that front number go up. So it's really cool to finally see that front number go up. So just thank you guys very much. I have an anime review short coming up very soon. It's like ready to go. I might try to do something for Haikyuu building up to the movie or like shortly following the movie. And of course, you guys landslide voted for me to watch Blue Samurai on our most recent community poll. So yeah, but for now, let's have a little fun game. And let me know what you would like me to do in the future as content. Give me some ideas, whether it's a lessons from anime, a reaction, just kind of overview thoughts video, a tier list, a ranking, another top 5. If you like the idea of top 5s, let me know. But yeah. I'm always listening, gang. I love to get those requests and ideas because it makes me feel like what I do is important to you. Like the Sawako thing earlier, it helps me to like know I can serve people by just being me. So anyway, we're going to guess some anime soundtracks, and let's see. Supertone's like, I probably don't watch nearly enough anime to even get a single one. Let's find out. Oh wait, you guys can't hear that. Sorry, I had that turned down. All right, let's see if you guys can guess these. Because I know for a fact what this one is. I'm going to try to keep track of how many I get. Let's see how many you guys get on a system. One Punch Man. Yeah, it's One Punch Man. Yep. I know this one. It's Death Note. Yep. I don't know this one. Oh, where's freaking Titus? Shoot. I know this one. Code Geass. Yeah. Such a good soundtrack. Oh my god, nothing like it. Yeah. Come on, you all have to know this one. Come on. Type it in the chat as we go. My Hero Academia. Then again, some people might be like, I can't type that fast. Oh! Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. JoJo. Yeah. I still need to watch this part. Oh, maybe it got muted. He might have, like, yeah, he might have got copyrighted or something for certain songs. Oh. I wonder if I would have recognized it. Oh, I know it! Mob Psycho! Oh, shoot, sorry, I shouldn't have said it. Yeah. Because I almost forgot. Yeah, it's 6, okay. Oh, I almost didn't get that one. I don't know. Oh, okay. How's everybody doing so far? I don't think it is, but Attack on Titan? Oh, okay. It kind of just sounded like Attack on Titan. Like one of their insert songs. Yeah, I know this. Attack on Titan. Yep. Oh no! Shit, I don't know. Oh wait. Plastic Memories? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Don't know. Okay. Is there live action? I think it's live action. I don't know. Okay. I'm glad that they're, like, so far there hasn't been any that it... Okay. So far there hasn't been any that I have seen that I recognize. You know, like, so far everyone that I haven't recognized is because I haven't watched it. Oh, shit! No! I know this. Oh, Angel Beats! No! Yeah! God damn it. Okay, jinxed it. Damn it. Oh, I know it. I know it. Promise Neverland. Yep. Oh, the only one I missed was Toradora. Shit. Oh, I've seen this. But I don't really know it for its soundtrack, so. It almost sounds like it's from Haikyuu, but it's not. Oh! Another show that I don't know for its soundtrack, but. Okay. Oh, I said Angel Beats earlier. Okay, I jinxed it the second I listened to this so much. Akame ga Kill. I've listened to this track so much. Yeah, I had no idea. So far at 8 or 9, I don't know if I counted Akame. I don't know. Nope, no idea. I don't think I know. Okay, whew, yep. I feel like I recognize it, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Nope, no idea. Oh, it got muted. How's everybody doing so far? Ugh. I always love doing these, FYI. These are like super fun to me. Oh, where's Creature? He would probably be like, dang it. No, I don't know. I will probably never know. No. No idea. What is this? Oh! Oh no! Made in Abyss? Oh! Freaking crap. I should have got that one. It's right when I said it, they start playing stuff that I should know that I don't. No idea. I'm gonna guess it's that, like, Raising of a King show, whatever. Oh, okay. Is this good? I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, okay, I haven't watched Steins Gate Zero, so that's fair. No idea. Okay. No clue. Oh, it got muted. Okay. Still at 8. Either 7 or 8. I don't know if I counted Akame. I lost track. Kazuma, whatever? No, okay. Steffi, okay, sort of. I can't recognize him fast enough. I have no idea, but it's good. Oh, okay. I feel like I've seen this, but I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay, good. As long as I haven't seen it, then I'm like, I don't feel as bad. Oh! I think I know. No Game, No Life. Yeah! Sweet. It's like the best track from it. I have no idea. The boxer one, the boat. No, okay. I want to watch this, actually. I've heard a lot of good things. No idea. Steffi, how did you get horror ones? Oh! Fate Zero? Oh, okay. Ugh. Once again. Is Attack on Titan again? I keep stereotyping. There's. Oh, this is actually from the same. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's muted. That show was actually, like, it looked like it was an Attack on Titan knockoff. So I guess that makes sense that they would literally get, like, the same studio, the same insert bands, and so on. No idea. I've not seen it. It's a pee, that's why I'm dancing. It's a pee-pee dance. No idea. Oh! Oh, I know this! Oh, I don't. It's a school one. It's a school. Oh, Dead Man Wonderland. Okay. Damn it. I did recognize it. Shit. Yeah. Spy X Family. Good. I can put my hands down. I have 10. Okay. If you've seen Spy X Family, you will not be able to not recognize that. No idea. Oh, there's Danganronpa. I don't know, but I really want to hear a Haikyuu or Ouran soundtrack. How about, can we get any of the anime that I listed on this? Just any of the anime that I said. No. Come on, give me any of the ones that I listed. Soy Family. Spy Family, yeah. Oh, are we done? Are we done? Yay! I got 10! 10! All right. I love doing stuff like that, dude. That's like one of my favorite things to do is just like guess that movie score, anime score, game score. I love doing trivia like that, man. How'd everybody else do? I got 10. And I am gonna have to wrap this up in the next like couple minutes here. So before we end it, is there anything else I can answer for you in the meantime? Because this has been great. I wanted to have just like a solid hour stream of fun with you guys. In fact, Pyle, what was your scores? And any final questions for me? Because I am going to go potty. So, BRB. So much better. Ow, I hit my foot. I hit my foot. That really hurt. Okay. What was everybody's scores? Oh. My boss said Danganronpa. Oh, you guys are watching this while I love it when you guys are, I mean, you guys shouldn't be multitasking, but I always am so flattered when you guys are watching stuff when something else is going on. Steffi earlier, I don't listen to OST a lot, but the horror anime I do listen to a lot when I had watched them, so they stick to my memory the most, I guess. They scarred you, Steffi. They scarred you. Steffi, Spike's Family was the quickest I could recognize, but of course it's a recent anime. That is true. Steffi got 5. Supertone, I only got 4. I would have gotten 5 if Fate didn't get muted. Yeah. Definitely ones I should have gotten those. So how's everyone's day going? JB, I only got 6. I'm actually very impressed with y'all. For some reason, I don't know, like, not to sound cocky, but I feel like knowing soundtracks is something very few people do. They do, but I just feel like it's so rare. So, I just assumed everybody was going to only get like 3 or 4, but look at that. Pretty much everybody got 4 or above. Jeremiah, my boss, and I were trying to guess. It's slow as hell work right now. Well, I hope that was entertaining. Yeah, gang. Well, just final thoughts is thank you for helping me reach 9K. It's been really cool to just kind of upload this channel passively. I know I'm not consistent, and I know I'm like all over the gaming scene when it comes to like my social media and what I spent my content time on mostly, but I'd like to share my thoughts and reactions or lessons or so on from anime now and then. I hope when I get, this is another plug into, patrons are helping me right now to hire a editor to handle my work. Like, if you don't know, I'm a freelance videographer and editor, video producer, basically. And I think that has kind of burned me out. Like, back in the day, I used to make those video essays of lessons from anime, and I used to make like the anime trailers. And I haven't done those because those are really time investing projects that I think I've just kind of gotten burnt out over the years because of all the work that has been starting. I've been getting more and more work over the years that I do video. You know, like if it was something different, then at least I'm not burning my video brain out. But because it is, yeah. So I'm trying to hire a work editor. I've actually been looking this week, and patrons really help with that to help fund that. And I really appreciate that because that will literally, I think, make so much more content happen because I have so much more time back on my hands. So maybe we will see those video essays and trailers come back. But for now, like I'm just trying to upload some thoughts on anime that you guys vote on, and maybe like a short on an anime that maybe you didn't vote on. Like either next week or the week after, I'm going to be uploading my thoughts on Do It Yourself, and I made it like a 1-minute YouTube short, so it's a very compact review, and more stuff like that. So, but for now, the road to 10K. I would love if like by the end of the year, Westside Otaku reaches 10K and Samurai Kyuji reaches 40K. Because then it's like collectively 50K, baby. But we'll see. But for now, I just appreciate you always investing your time with me. And thank you so much for just your support over the years or over however long. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And as Ouran High School Host Club taught me, be geek, be proud, and be awesome. I'm going to go. Bye.